Hello everybody, Planes here. Now before we go too deep into the video, I wanted to give a shout out to my patrons over there on Patreon. So if you want to be able to go support the channel, I will leave the link in the description below. So, since the last time you saw this plane, I got a lot of progress done on the tail. And this update is actually very important because it really sort of brings everything together. Now what I mean by that is, yeah, I haven't done a huge amount of physical building, but I have actually been able to attach the tail onto the airframe of the aircraft. So that's why this update for me is super exciting, because it actually is bringing things together, finally. So again, I'm trying to be relatively fast with this build, so some things will be done at the very end. But yeah, so what's been going on since the last time you saw it? And most of the stuff has actually been back here. So I was able to get the doors in, and obviously I have attached the tail, and I think it actually looks pretty well. You can see that it does connect right here, right about here. That's where it disconnects actually, and it also disconnects right here, and then obviously further up right here. So everything, most of the fuselage is all together now. Obviously I still need to build the engines, the engine pod. Here, I'll just show you. I still need to do these engines, the center engine, and the tail, and then finish up this area. And after that, we're done. So, and the interior. So yeah, a lot of progress. Now, everything has been internalized, which means that all the battery packs, all the motors, all that crap has all been built into the aircraft. And this aircraft is now completely separate from any outside wires, any outside power sources, and is completely restrained to its own power. So what's cool about that is that now I can actually activate the air stairs, which I showed you in the back of the plane here in the last update, with the power pack that I installed. So right here under the guy in the front, I installed a battery pack down under here. And what I can do is I can press the button, which will activate the air stairs in the back of the aircraft. So you can see them right here come down, like so. Then I have to sort of flip a switch here, and about, there we go. And then after I flip a switch, up they come. So yeah, that was a feature that I'm really happy with, and it finally, sorry, the camera was not pointing in the right direction there. Finally, that feature does work, and I had to test it quite a bit because it kept breaking. And it's sort of a finicky system. You have to press the button right at the right time, because if you wait too long without pressing it, or if you press it too short, it takes some time to get used to it. But it does work pretty well. I sort of stabilized it a little bit better, added some more parts, and made things a bit more sturdy. So that feature works pretty well. Obviously back here, don't think this is done. I still need to add all the parts back here to smooth this out. And I will bring this white line up and around. I'm thinking I'll probably have to put a sticker here and then put another white sticker here. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. The diagonal stripes. You guys know I have a thing against diagonal stripes on planes. They're just really hard, especially at this scale, which is why I tend to not do liveries that have diagonal stripes. But, I think I can get away with it this time around. We'll see. So, yeah, the next update, hopefully, I will be able to get the T-tail, which really, it's obviously a 727, but that's really the feature that makes this plane distinctive, is that giant T-tail. So once I get that in, this thing will really look like a really unique plane. So this has really been a fun update. A lot has actually happened in the last few days, and I was a little concerned that I would not be able to find a spot for that battery pack, because it's sort of big and this plane has a lot of used up space. But I was able to find it. Ironically, that's the same spot that I stored in the 787 over here. That's exactly where I put the battery pack. And the battery pack in the 747's down there. And even in the 737 way over there, it's in the same spot, which is sort of under the wing area right here, right about here. That's where I built it in, right there. So yeah, I can't build it in back here because that's where the landing gear fold in. And I didn't want to build it in right here under the fuselage, because I need to have a strong connection point there. So I was sort of left with this area right here to put the battery pack. So I did eventually figure it out, and you can see a minifigure right here standing next to the plane, just for a little bit of scale. Again, it's trying to get scale there. This is a relatively large plane. It's the same exact fuselage design as the 737. It's just much longer. So if you did notice that, you are correct. And the 707, which I will eventually build, I put some parts down on the lug order for that, will use this exact same fuselage. I believe it's a little bit taller, but it's pretty much the same fuselage. So yeah, a lot of updates I've made to this plane. Hopefully those parts I ordered to finish the plane will arrive within the next few days here, and we can have this thing done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you hit like, hit subscribe, and that's all I have for this video. Bye for now.